So here we go. Chapter 255, Son Gohan Gyakujo. Gyakujo. Frenzy. Gohan's frenzy. Zutada! So the elder gets slammed back, although not that far. Usually when they get hit like that, it's like they're flying back into a brick wall or a stone wall. Ah! Ya, yakusoko ga chigao. So the promise is different. The promise is, yeah. Dragon Ball o wataseba mo nanimo sento. So if past the Dragon Ball, nothing more would do. Wouldn't do anything else. Demo, Dragon Ball は7個揃えなければ意味がないのでしょう。のでしょう? So, but as for the Dragon Balls, if you don't collect 7 of them, it has no meaning, right? あなたは私たちの姿を壊してしまったのですから、残り2個の場所を教えていただかないと. Okay, so as for you, our scouters broke because of that. The remaining 2, or the place of the remaining 2 balls, won't, if you don't tell us. And again, we have the implied imperative here, which is if you don't tell us, we won't be able to find them, which again means you must tell us. Ita hazuda. I already said it. I ought to have said it. Nakama no koto wa shinda mo ien to. As for the location or the place of comrades, even if die will not say. That's, and to here is like ita, like what he said. The color here is different because apparently this issue was in color, so it's not just a simple black and white. Anyway, okay. では、やはり、おなぞみ通り、死んでいただきましょう. Well then, as I thought, according to your wishes, like shall we receive it? Or no, sorry. According to your wishes, dying, like shall we receive, or shall you receive? Hey Daz, how's it going? Frieza sama, skauta nashi de Dragon Ball o sagaseru desho ka? Okay, Lord Frieza, without the scouters, the Dragon Balls, able to find, will that be possible, I wonder? Desho ka? Nani atto tatta 2個です。他の村やナメク星人を探せば、なんとかなるでしょう。なんとかなるでしょう。So, like, whatever. The remaining, there's just 2 balls left, and other villages and Namekians, if we search for, somehow it will become probably. So remember, the whole idea is they gave the balls to elders around Namek, and there aren't many villages in Namek because of the disaster, apparently. So in other words, we just search for villages and you'll eventually find the balls. 3匹とも殺してしまいなさい. these three animals, or these three things, basically please kill and get rid of them. Ha! Kitane! Kitane, I think that means like can't endure it? No. Kitanai. Oh no, it's dirty. Dirty. Kitanai. Dirty, foul. Ome tachi wa nigero. Nigeru nda. Ha, hi. Okay, so as for you guys, like run. You must run. Yeah, okay. Namekusei no hokori o misete kureru. Okay, hokori here is pride. So the pride of the Namek people, like, shall I show you? Or I'll do you the favor of showing you the pride of the Namekians. Bing! Oh no! Okay, I'll say this is the first time we've seen Frieza actually do anything. And misses the Elder, and boom! One of the little children goes up in flames. Ah! Karugo! Oh. So, this is probably... Hold on. Let me make sure this is right. Karugo? Yeah. The kid's name is probably from escargot, meaning snail, right? That's the French word for snail, without the esu. So the kid's name is Cargo, right? So they're sort of like slugs, so they apparently have slug-like names, except for Piccolo, of course. Oh, Aitsura. Like, oh, those guys. Anger lines everywhere. Bew. Good. Well, R.I.P. Elder. I guess, gah, he's trying to bite him, but Boki just snaps his neck. Dosa. Thud. Gu he he he. Hokori to yara o miseru hima mo nakatta na. Toyara, I believe, is like, or whatever. Yeah, indicates uncertainty, secondhand nature of the information quoted. Or so it's like pride or honor or whatever you said. As for free time for showing it, it did not become. Like had no time, had no free time for your honor. Oh, oi! Jibun osaro. So hey, Krillin is trying to calm Gohan down. Calm yourself. Osaero. Yeah, hold it down. Hold yourself down. Cool your jets. Gohan! Osaru! Osarunda! Gohan, you must calm down. Ore tachi ni wa doushiou mo naiんだ. Oi! So as for to us, like this has nothing to do with us. Hey. Or like what there's nothing we can do. What doing even there's nothing. So we know the title. This poor kiddo's the only one left. Wah! Ba. Ta. けへへへ。こんな楽器ぶっ潰してもつまらねえがな。Uh, okay, so this sort of a brat, this sort of a brat, even like, even squishing, even crushing a brat like this, um, sumaranai gana. It's boring. Sumaranai. Yeah, it's dull, uninteresting. Sumaranai gana. まあ、とりあえず死ね。Why とりあえず? Doesn't とりあえず mean like for now? For the time being? Maybe let's go with at once here. So, well then, at once, like die. Gu, gua. Yamero! Okay. This is the origin of the title, Gohan's Frenzy. Gohan's Gyakujo. Gyan! Krillin with the appropriate freak out face. Mm? Mm? Nanda? Nakama ka? Dokoda? So, what? Is it friends? Where? Baki! Oh. Alright, Dodoria gets a big slap in the face and crushed into a wall. Dogo! Ano baka! That fool! Bun. Krillin jets off here. Nanda! Teme wa? So, like, what? Who are you? Omae nanka boku ga yatsukete yaru. Yatsukete yaru. Yatsukete yaru. I am gonna knock the snot out of you. Nanka here means, I'm not sure really what, like what the hell? I guess this is like people like you. I'm gonna wipe the floor with. Nanda to? Like, what do you say? What are you saying? Doga! He gets Krillin. Dosa, thud. Kuririn-san, Mr. Krillin. Ta. Baka yaro! You idiot! Nigerunda! Hayaku! Like, we gotta run, quickly. I keep translating nigerunda as like we gotta run or like must run. It's not exactly must, but the nda here is like an explanation. So he's explaining like we will run, and I am explaining to you that this is what we are going to do. It's not quite the typical command, but anyway. Nigerunda. Hayaku, quickly. Hayaku, quickly. Ga. Nameku Seijin de wa nai. So those aren't Namekians. uh, also notice, so Frieza's been doing this all along. Frieza speaks in a very humble and like formal language. And again, right, so Frieza here says dewa nai instead of like janai or something a bit more informal. Now it's not dewa arimasen, so he's not being polite, but he's using a little bit kind of an older construct at this point. Sha, sha. So they take off. Chikusho! Son of a bitch! Hey, Chicken Meister. Yeah, such a nice guy. I'm telling you, Frieza's been nothing but polite this whole time. I mean, this is... Well, let's see. On desu yo, Dodoria-san. Tsukamae nasai. See, he's speaking nasai. He's saying, like, please catch them. Okay, so... On desu yo, like, you must chase after them. Mr. Dodoria, please catch them. They're like Pokemon. Don. Oh! Meipai. Oh, we've seen that before. Meipai tobase. Hey, coffee. With all one's might. So, tobase. Fly.
Some there's danger. Some there's injustice.
Hey!
Some else the tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
Thanks for the Prime, Chickmeister. Appreciate it.
Counter wave.
Thank you very much. Tea is getting cold. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta remember to drink this thing before it gets too late. Tobase meipai. So fly with all your might. Tsukamattara saigo da zo. If caught, it's the end. It's the final. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Shun. Okay. Now they're lucky because only Dodoria is going after them. Dame da! Yatsu no hou ga hayai. So it's no good. That guy is fast. Yatsu no hou. Hou usually means direction or something like that. But in this case, when it's part of a person, it's usually talking about aspects about them. I'm not sure if there's a better way to... One side of a comparison. I think that's really what it is here. It's either this or like way or method. But let's go like that guy's comparatively fast. Oi tsukareru. So we're gonna get caught. We'll get caught. Oi tsukareru. Yeah. Will overtake. Will catch up with us. Itai nani mono? Like, what the hell? Who the hell was that? Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Tsugi wa sono 256 shi o yobu tsuisekisha. Is Seki their miracle? This is like chase something people. Sui Seki Sha. Pursuer. Oops. Wait. Shi o yobu Sui Seki Sha. Pursuer calling death? Pursuer will call death? Is that like a phrase? To shi o yobu? Oops. Shi o yobu. Huh. Not coming up as like a set phrase or anything. Shi o yobu seisekisha. Okay. Well, that will be chapter 256. I think we can go ahead and read that. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and read chapter 256 here. We started early and we're not playing any games, so we're going to go ahead. Let me update the title chapter here. Add it in Z kanji. Oops. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pick up with chapter 256. Tsui Sekisha. Tsui Sekisha. Tsui. I'll get it. Tsui Sekisha. Hunter, pursuer, calling death. And looks like this one was in color too. Okay, so Krillin and Gohan intervened with the last little Namekian kid that was about to get killed. And Dodoria is now after them. Gyun. Mo dame desu. It's no good. It's already no good. Orite tatakai mashou. Descend and let's fight. Let's fight and descend. 戦ってなんとかなる相手じゃない。とにかく飛ばせ。Okay. なんとかなる is a specific formulation here. なんとかなる somehow or another. So fighting somehow or another, opponent is not. So this is not an opponent that you fight somehow. In any case, fly. Tobase. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Krillin is thinking, この子をご飯に渡して俺が食い止めるしかない. So damn it. This kid to Gohan will pass, and I will, like, nothing to do but, like, take it on myself. Kui tomeru. Keep in check. Hold back. Yeah. So, nothing to do but to hold this guy in check. Chikusho. Damn it. Go. Soda. That's it. Or it's that way. Gohan. Kono ko o tanomu. So Gohan. Literally, this is like, I request of you this kid. In this case, it's probably like, take this kid. This kid, like, I'm asking you. Hi. Oh, okay. Ikuzo! Go. Ga. Tosses the kid over. Uh-oh. What's he going to be doing here? Gohan. Ore no ho o miru na. So Gohan, my direction, or my way, like looking, do not do. So don't look in my direction. Me o tsubure. Wakatta ka? Tsubure must be to like close your eyes. Tsubure. Yeah. Close your eyes. Tsubure. Tsuburu? Really? Oh, that's Tsuburu, not Subaru. Yeah, close your eyes. You got that? You understand? Hi. Like, huh? Oh, okay. Kuru. So he spins around. Oh, we know what he's about to do, right? Kore demo kurae. So eat this. Taiyo Ken. It's the Sun Fist, so that's Tenshin Han's move. Ka. This is the equivalent of the flash grenade. Oga! Mega! Mega! My eyes! My eyes! Yatta! I did it! Or hooray! Umaku itta zo! Like, that went well. Skillfully done, or skillfully happened, or whatever. Gohan! Kakureru nda! So now here's the nda again, the explanation. So Gohan, like hiding ourselves, that's what we're gonna do. Hi! What? Oh, okay. This apparently is Gohan's most frequent dialogue nowadays. Huh? Oh, okay. Hi! Okay, remember, right? The Scouters are all dead. They destroyed all the Scouters. And if they can actually hide their ki, their energy, this might actually work. どうやったの? Kuririn-san? Like, what happened, Mr. Krillin? Yeah, what happened? どうやった, or how did, Mr. Krillin? 何? ちょっと目をくらませてやっただけさ。くらませて、kuramu is to be dazzled by, and this is, I guess, the causative. So, just a little bit, the eyes made the eyes dazzled. Just that. Oh, honore. You. どこへ行きやがって? So, to what place did you go? Or to what place went? Chikusho! Damn it! Kusotare ga. Kusotare is just an added form of, yeah, you bastards. You bastards. Doko da! Where are you? Or where are? Dette koi! Come out! Dette koi! Gohan's motioning. 大丈夫見つかりこないさ。あのじいさんがスカウターってやつを壊してくれて助かった。Okay, so, 大丈夫, it's fine. 見つかりこないさ. This is like won't be found, will not be found. Mitsu Kari Konai. Yeah, will not be found. That old man, those things called the Scouters, did the favor of breaking, and we're saved. We're saved because the old man broke those Scouter things, and they won't find us. We're fine. あれがあったら、そのおちびさんの木でさえ、見つかっちまうからな。Okay, あれがあったら。That thing, if it existed, that little guy's spirit, with that little guy's energy or spirit, Mitsuka Chimao Karana. This is in essence like saying that without the scouters, they couldn't even find this little guy. No. あれがあったらその小さなのち。 Karana. Oh, yeah. Because like if they had those things, even the little guy's energy they could find. Because so thus glad that the old guy destroyed all the scouters. Okay, there we go. I was trying to be trickier with it than it was. So damn it. あんな細かいやつら探せるか? So damn it, that's sort
Hello,
of a...
beautiful people and Kentar.
Hey Nuno, how's it going? Good to see you. That's sort of a, like, small, komakai, yeah, those sort of small guys, like how looking for, or how searching for. How goes No Man's Sky? Yeah. How is it possible to search for guys that small? Komakai really means like usually detailed, small, minute. Yeah. Fine. Doing pretty well. Thanks. We're on our second chapter of Dragon Ball today. Atama kita zo. Atama kuru? Oh, atama kuru is to get angry. Atama ga kuru. No, atama. What are the expressions with? What is the expression with atama that means like getting angry? I'm blanking on it. Atama ni kuru? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Coffee. Yeah, so he, as is typical, right? Particles get dropped in informal language. So this is atama ni kuru, like getting angry. Like, I am pissed off. Butobashite yaru ze. I'm gonna kick the snot out of you. And with that menacing statement, Bune, off he goes. Oh. Yokatta! Akiramete kaete iku. So, alright, I'm glad. Gave up and is going back, Kutabari yagare. Drop dead. Drop dead. Yagare again adds contempt to basically anything. Zoo. Okay, so the guy is just doing a mega blast from space. Yabai! Oh no! Don. Well. Whoa. Thanks, Nuno. People are dying here. Thanks for the headshine. Zoom. Go ha 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 ha. Zama miyagare. Shine on you, crazy diamond. Okay, so this is, I think, like Zama Miro. Zama Miro, which is serves you right. But he's taking it a step further by as I just said, right? Yagare, yagaru, adding yagaru onto verbs makes it like even more contemptuous, like ugh. So it's already serves you right, and he adds a yagare onto it. So Zamamiro, but zamamiyagare. Ooh. Sekoi mane. Sekoi mane o shiagaru kara ko narunda. He's throwing the yagarus everywhere, so he's really pissed off. Okay, what is sekoi? Stingy, cheap shot, like cheap shot. Mane is like a manner or a trick, behavior, pretense. So like your cheap behavior, shiagaru kara, like because you did a cheap trick, this way it becomes this way because you did a cheap trick. Boko, boko, boko. So not only is all the land gone, but like the water is boiling, apparently. フリーザ様は連れてこいって命令だったが、まあ、逃がすよりはいいよな。Okay. As for Lord Frieza, orders were to like bring them, come and bring them. Those were the orders, Lord Frieza's orders. But well then, more than running away, it's good. So this is better than them running away. しかし、あのガキども、ついに正体がわからなかったぜ。However, those brats, ついに, in the end, their true identity, their true body, true form, didn't understand. In other words, have no idea who they were, though. And, of course, they're right above them. ありゃ、ただものじゃなかった. Oh well. As for that, ただもの, like normal people, they weren't. They weren't normal people. Tada usually means like general, average. Tada. And tadamono would just mean average people, ordinary people. Usually in negative senses, but okay. All right. まあ、今となっちゃもうどうでもいいことながな。もうどうでもいいことだがな。だがな。Okay, so, well then, 今となっちゃ, like it becoming this way now, already, like however it is, it's fine. Like whatever. It's all fine. 助かった. Like we're saved. とりあえずボロムさんのところに戻ろう。お前、空飛べるか? Hi. Okay, so, for the time being, to Bulma's location, let's return. Modoro. Can you fly in the sky? Sora toberu ka? Flying in the sky, question mark. Or can fly sky, question mark. And he says, yeah. 助けてくれてどうもありがとう. So thank you for saving me. 礼なら、このご飯ってやつに言ってくれ。俺はやばくて助ける気はなかったんだ. Okay, so Krillin says, if it's thanks, or if it's gratitude, to this guy, Gohan, do the favor of saying it to him. As for me, because it was like being bad in the sense of like, oh no, this is horrible. As for a helping spirit or intent, it was bad and did not Like, I was not going to be a part of this. Like, it was not becoming that for me. The intent to help did not become. でも、クルリンさんがいなかったら、二人とも死んでました。So, however, Mr. Krillin, if Mr. Krillin weren't there, or if he hadn't been here, the two of us would have died. まあ、とにかく俺たちについてこいよ。怪しいやつってわけじゃないから。Okay, hold on. Let me get through this, and I'll show you something kind of funny. Okay. Well then, in any case, or certainly to us, suite koi, pursuit. Ayashi yatsu, suspicious guy. Okay, I guess basically he's saying like the reason, isn't it the reason that it was a suspicious guy that was chasing us after us, or a dodgy guy? What else can Ayashi here mean? Dangerous, ominous. Okay. Anyway, the English, instead of trying to bother with this statement, went with whatever. Let's go. So, check this out. This is pretty funny. There it is. There it is down here. Krillin is trying to say something a little bit more complicated here. The English translator is just like, yeah, whatever, let's go. All right, let's go. どこにボルマさんを待たせてたっけ? So, like, in what place, Bulma, did we make her wait? What was it again? And ke again is a way to be like, remind me, or what was it again? So, where do we make Bulma wait again? Boku wakarimasu. So I remember, or I know. Achi no hoe, it's in that direction. しかし、スカウターなしで、あと二つのドラゴンボールを探すとなると、めんどくな話だぜ。Okay, so here's Dodori. It's like, however, without the scouters, those two remaining Dragon Balls, searching for them will become a nuisance story. She was, that's right. She was in that cave all along. まあ、ここは、決して大きな星じゃないけどな。Oh, Hoshi is not, he means the planet. Okay, so, well, as for this place, an important big planet it is not. And again, the Dragon Ball is using Hoshi, which normally gets used as like star, more from like the incandescent gas, you know, like a sun standpoint, but you can also use it as planet, I guess. Dong! Gwa! Gyun. Don. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Or boko, boko, boko. So, blub, blub, blub. Look who it is. Zaba. Baha. Ha. Ha. Ta. Vegeta! I think Dodoria is Dodori dead. Brumch. Okay. 次は、その257. Next chapter 257. Obieru Dodoria. Obieru is like trembling. Frightened? Obieru? Yeah. Frightened. Frightened Dodoria. Okay. That will be the next chapter. We'll pick up with that tomorrow.